Good evening once again, NARL Nation, and welcome to our coverage of the Season 2 Truck Series finale at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 4 drivers will battle for series superiority and bragging rights at the multi-grooved 1.5 miler in the desert. I'm Jim. Alongside me in the booth is Joker and Swamp. Guys, it all comes down to this. A 50% race to finish the season. What's on y'all's minds? Swamp, I'll start with you.
Oh, what's on my mind? Do we really want to get into that?
Yeah, oh, I definitely want to get into that.
No, I'm excited to watch this race unfold tonight, watch these guys duke it out. I honestly, God, I thought we'd never got to this point. It seems like the season's just kind of drug on. But, yeah, I'm excited to see what happens tonight, if there's any drama, and who prevails.
Yeah, for sure. Joker, anything on your mind, bud?
Let's see who can rise to the top. I mean, one race, 4 drivers, 1 champion. It's pretty simple. So let's see which driver can elevate themselves to a whole new level and capture their first championship.
Yeah, for sure. Well, tonight it was supposed to be a 100% race. It was supposed to be 134 laps. Unfortunately, a quick audible. We had to change it up due to server issues. Does that change the strategy for some of these guys tonight, Joker?
Yes, 100%. Because 100% race would have been 1x wear, and now with 2x wear, yeah, it's less laps, but the tires still wear just as much. You know, like you can't run a full fuel run on the tires because the tires just wear so much for these trucks. So it's interesting to see how that changes the mindset of a driver in this race tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Swamp, do you think it changed the strategy? Do you agree with Joker?
I kind of disagree with Joker. I don't really see it changing much. It's just a shorter race, the same amount of wear for the same amount of laps. If, you know, in perspective, burn 20 laps. You burn 20% off your truck in 10 laps. You burn 10% off your truck in 5 laps with a 50% 2 times worse. I don't really think it changes any strategy. It's just, I think what it does is it gives you less time to correct yourself from a mistake that you made. And I think it might make it makes you have to be more perfect in that 50% race.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, so the 50% race, if my Virginia Tech math is right, should be 77 laps? Maybe 72?
67.
67. All right, Virginia Tech math is not right. 67 laps tonight. We do not have the stages, but we should have a stream to give you guys the stage lengths. And unlimited chaos, really. I mean, these guys are going to be using every which lane. You think a lot of guys are going to be ripping that outside or inside, Joker?
Well, I personally like the top, but I wish it was all the way against the wall and not basically the middle. But I think it just depends on, because if you're double wide in a big group, I feel like the top's better, but if you're by yourself, you can make better ground on the bottom.
Yeah, for sure. Swamp, what do you think? Do you use the inside or you use the outside here at Vegas?
I prefer the inside, but I think you're going to see guys running the outside, getting run off. One thing about that outside, though, is you got to watch that turn for that getting off. You got to watch out for that turn 4 wall. I know it was a joke. I think season 1 it was made out of a joke. Kay Keenitz in the Cup Series struggled with the turn 4 wall. I didn't want to bring that up to him in the interviews, but you know does that just memory or what do you want to PTSD of him hitting the wall so many times, does that creep in and just kind of run in the back of his mind tonight coming off of turn 4, and maybe that might affect him.
Yeah, we'll definitely see how that works out. I'll be interested to see if he has that same problem in iRacing, if he'll still smash the outside wall in turn 4, but I kind of doubt it. I think iRacing has a better model.
Yes, but I think Kevin has smashed up a lot of turn 4 walls so far in iRacing.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess at this point we're getting close to the race. We should be within 5 minutes of race time. I guess now's a good time to ask for picks for the championship. Joker, who do you think is going to win tonight?
Well, I mean, if Tommy's racing, I think he's going to win the race, but in this playoff system, it doesn't matter if a regular season driver or a non-points paying driver wins the race, but I'm going with Marksman. I feel like he's been in the shadow of the elite drivers even though he's not on their team. I just want to see him say he took down the 3 elite drivers tonight.
Yeah, in a friendly matter, he has said that he is sick of hearing about the elite drivers. He wants to put his name in the record books for the North American E-Racing League. Swamp, who do you think is going to come out victorious tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Joker there. I think Tommy's probably going to win the race, unless it's a late race caution. But I honestly think Marksman gets it done tonight. You know, he's kind of been in the shadow, but I look at him. He might be one of our most consistent drivers all season long, minus Tommy. So I could definitely see Marksman getting it done tonight, but honestly don't cut out any of these guys.
Definitely not. It seems like a lot of them have put in, definitely some more than others, have put in a lot of laps this racetrack. They want to prove themselves in the North American E-Racing League Truck Series.
Yeah, who do you got tonight, Jim?
I'm trying not to be biased here, but I do think that Marksman's got a nice piece. He's been working with the TJR guys. He's got a truck that's going to be stable more than last season. He said that he was struggling with loose off last season on a long run. I think that help with TJR is going to help him. But, I mean, again, Plum D's Pipes, he's been on a roll lately, other than Michigan, which is a wild card. He's gotten second just behind Tommy in both playoff races. So it's hard to count against Tommy or Plum for the first 2 spots. Trying to see if we have any kind of live stream here.
They just got done with qualifying.
All right, let's see who won the poll.
Yeah, before the race starts, I want to ask you this. How will the drivers that aren't running in the points play a factor tonight? Do you think they're just going to stand back and let the championship 4 race it out between themselves, or you think they'll be in the mix as well?
I personally think they won't be in the mix. I think that these 4 guys, you see it in real life, you'll probably see here in NASCAR Heat 5, where the cream rises to the top. The top 4 always seem to be there, at least in the top 5. Maybe you'll have one guy that isn't, but I think most of the guys will be in the top 5 will be the championship 4 contenders. I don't think you'll see a change from that. But Swamp, what do you think?
Yeah, I completely. I don't know. This track has draft issues. No, I shouldn't say draft issues, but draft dependent here at this track, like most tracks on 704. So I could definitely see some other guys getting up there and being in the mix, and possibly affecting the outcome of the race in our championship 4.
Definitely have to keep an eye out on that. Right now, Kevin is changing the race length, but we are seeing who won the poll. It was WSC 1990 winning the poll here for the season finale at Las Vegas. That's a pretty big statement right there.
Yeah, I feel like track position is going to be key. Yeah, you may say, oh, stage 1, stage 2 don't really matter, but it matters a lot for track position. You need to be up front in those first 2 or 3 rows before the end of stage 3.
Definitely. Second, Mac the Breadman. Third was Young Colt. Fourth was... Kevin went to a blue screen. Fourth was Plum D's Pipes. So, yeah, those are kind of a mix, like you guys said, of the playoff and non-playoff drivers right there.
Yeah, so a little bit of trouble for one of our playoff drivers. Marksman is having router issues, and he said it's probably going to take him about 5 to 10 minutes to get it fixed.
Oh, wow.
So he will more than likely be starting at the rear tonight.
Breaking news right there. He'll be starting at the rear of the field if he can get the chance to start. You hate to say that, but it's definitely going to be... Internet issues are not fun. Take it from me. I hate having internet issues. and like 7 DNFs
Both
in season 2.
both of you guys, you and Joker.
Yeah, Joker has like 6 DNFs. Oh boy, that's
Still won the
great.
regular season championship, so that bring us home. I haven't lagged down a lot, a few races either.
Knock
You
on
better
wood.
knock
Find some
on
wood.
some wood right
Find
now.
some wood right now.
You better.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
Okay, I heard some wood right there. There we go. That works.
May not be real wood, but you know.
Oh no, it's gotta be real wood. Gotta go find some real wood.
I'll knock on some wood for you, buddy.
That right there will put us back, as you heard, probably 5-10 minutes getting Marksman Jr. 7123 back in the race. Definitely can't leave him out. He's a Champ 4 contender. But right now we're looking blue screen from Keenitz. But trying to find some other questions. Strategy. Is there going to be any strategy you guys see tonight in terms of short pitting, pitting late? What do you guys think, Joker?
I mean, I feel like tires are so important that being on the aggressive here, and I feel like staying out as long as possible. Just depends on how the laps really shape up and where you're placed in the race. Really, I think that matters the most to me. I feel like if you're in the back, then you have to be aggressive and pit early. But if you're up front, then I feel like staying out later is the best strategy.
Yeah, definitely. Swamp, what do you think?
I think as far as pitting goes, you're going to want to pit with the most drivers to go into pit.
Stay on the same strategy.
Yeah, and for the drafting, for the reason of just having the draft, you're going to be faster in the draft than you are with 4 fresh tires. So I definitely think being with guys that are going to draft, pitting with them, kind of playing it like a plate track. But it'll be interesting to see if Marksman pulls any strategy to get back up front or towards the front here. I don't know if there's much to play. But, you know, the whole strategy thing can't really be answered until we start seeing some cautions, if we see cautions, that kind of thing.
Definitely. I mean, Joker brought it up in the pre-race show that restarts mean something here. I mean, having that inside line on the restarts helps initially, but you've got to kind of find your way out to that second line, don't you, Joker, in turn 3 and 4?
You know, that's another thing we forgot to point out as well. 2 totally different styles of, racetrack. I mean, turn 1 is more bumpy, and then turns 3 and 4 is more smoother. You can really jump up to that outside lane and make some time.
For sure. Well, we apologize, folks, right now if we don't have much to really say, but we are waiting. Still waiting for Keegan to get back in the race. But yeah, it will be 67 laps, 50% 2 times wear. Cautions, black flags on per league standard. Stages on per league standard. Stage wins don't mean much, but can they play a little bit of a mental effect on your competitors out here tonight? Swamp, do you think?
I just think maybe if a guy, consistently up front, and you're not there, it's just crap, I got to get my truck handling right to get up there to compete. So I definitely think that could play a little bit of a mental factor into it.
Definitely, and I guess that kind of does extend. Joker, does track position really mean that much tonight, or is it just about having a better truck?
Yeah, I feel like track position matters wherever you go, but I feel like it's more important here. You have to really throw blocks. I feel like, I hate to say it, but you have to keep the track position one way or another.
Definitely see if anybody throws some blocks tonight. You got to imagine some of these guys are pretty desperate for that track position, having the clean track in front of them. We are still looking at the timer right now, still 11 out of 32. Keegan has still not joined the race, so we cannot start it. You can imagine this is maybe a slight rain delay in tonight's Las Vegas race, in a desert of all places. Don't you love it?
Yeah, it does. I just want to, shout out to the front office though for doing the right thing here and letting Marksman reset his stuff.
For sure. We have one of the best front offices here in the North American E-Racing League. And I say that, I mean that unbiasedly. I've been part of a lot of leagues, but the North American E-Racing League office is very respectable. They do listen to you. And, I mean, very professional.
Yeah, I agree with you. I've been in some of the same leagues as you, and it's just this league's a little more different. It's more organized. So just shout out to the FO.
Definitely. You got to shout out the two commissioners and co-commissioners in the truck series. That would be K Keenis 22, the guy we interviewed in the pre-race show. It's his last race. You got to shout him out. And you've also got to give props to NR Lewis 2478 as being co-commissioner of the truck series. So shout out to you guys.
I see 12 people on the player count now, so I don't know
Yeah,
if that's
I think he might be in. Won't hold our breath here, but maybe we'll get this thing up and running and get our championship race underway. Yep, timer is starting. I believe he's in. Y'all just let me know and I can join.
Also, for all you viewers out there, be sure to smash the like button here. This broadcast.
Yeah, I definitely didn't get that. I was on the blue screen, but I'm gonna join right now. All right, we can join. The North American E-Racing League Season 2 finale at Las Vegas for the Truck Series, the World of Westgate 100. This is going to be a good one, guys.
Yep, expect Marksman to be really aggressive on these first few laps to try and get up front in this first stage.
I'm very interested to see how guys play this first stage out. It's not necessarily one you need to be super aggressive on, but getting that track position is pretty important. Here we go. We are loading in. So here we go. Coming to the start of the World of Westgate 100 season finale at Las Vegas for the Truck Series. WSC leads them to the green. They are side by side back there for third place right now. Looks like Young Colt under a championship 4 contender of Plumdee's Pipes. But a battle for the lead brewing up right here is Mac the Breadman, a non-playoff driver, trying to shake things up here early in stage 1.
He got a huge run coming off turn 4.
Oh, and he's going to slide up right in front of WSC, and he's going to assume the lead. Here comes Plum looking to the inside of his elite teammate.
Yeah, like I said earlier, when you're all wadded up like this, the top lane is the more preferred lane because you have to, the guy on the bottom, you have to try not to get into the guy on the outside lane when they get the run off the corner.
And you have to believe these guys are still trying to be a little bit patient. You don't want to go 3 wide quite here, although there goes Colt! Or is that Penn? That was Penn under the inside. Plum is around.
Contender. Wow. That's
Plum wrecked in turn 1. Doesn't look like it's going to be a caution. Yeah, here Tape Hens and Plumdee's Pipes. Early trouble for a Championship 4 contender in Plumdee's Pipes.
Doesn't look like
one. Now going swamp.
Doesn't look like there's any damage on the 56. Hopefully he can stay on the lead lap here.
Right now the battle is for second. It is Young Colt trying to join the other non-championship contender up here in Mac Breadman, first and second, but WSC is going to draw beat on the outside. He's going to have a little help from Tommy up there, his teammate. And they might clear. No, Colt is still to that inside. That goes back to what Joker was saying. It is a multi-groove racetrack here at Las Vegas, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, Marksman started at the back of the pack. He's up here looking for fourth.
Yeah, you see him right there in the 45 right there on the inside, tucked up right behind young Colt. Colt not getting a nice exit. It's going to back up Marksman a little bit, but a great start from Marksman out of this. Maybe getting a little lucky out of the contact there from Penn and Plum.
Oh, Tommy hit the wall. They're scattering back there.
So far, it looks like Marksman's looking under the inside of Colt. They're going to make a little contact here on the back stretch. Marksman's going to still get into the side of him. He's going to have to save it. He does a great job doing so. But he's going to lose a lot of time right there. At least 3-4 tenths.
I think that's a little bit of Marksman telling him, hey, man, I'm racing for a championship here. You aren't, you're racing for nothing. So, I really appreciate that Colt.
Yeah, well, he is still behind Colt. He's going to have to find his way around him because right now WSC running second, Marksman running fourth, and not sure where the rest of our Champ 4 is. Plum is back here. It looks like either last or second to last, but like you already heard in the comments section said, he says have the mistakes early if you're going to have them. This is definitely time to have them. You still got 2 stages to go to get things figured out. Through right here. Looks like Max still holding a nice little lead out here. WSC running second, doing what he needs to do. He is currently the best out of the Champ 4 right now. If things ended right now, he would be your champion, but unfortunately we still have about 60 laps to go. With only 6 laps remaining in the stage, 5 to go at the line.
And if you look from Mac to Bretman's, just looking forward, you can see a black truck barely in front of him. You can see him on the front straightaway. I think that is Plum.
It definitely is Plum, but it looks like he will be able to stay on the lead lap. Joker's 5 laps to go at the line, 4 to go next time by. Even if he does go a lap down Swamp, it doesn't really mean much. He would still get the wave around.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get the wave around to start at the rear of the field anyways, so I don't think he has much to worry about here at the moment.
Ooh, Marksman hit Colt.
We got a battle here for third right now. Marksman looking to the inside, a young Colt trying to assume that position. Tommy following Marksman through there. Now he's looking to the inside of Colt in turn 1. Well, I think we've got our answer on the whole, will the non-playoff drivers just let the playoff drivers go? It does not seem that is the case. They're definitely trying to get that final win of the season.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be that guy that ruins the championships.
Oh, WSC hard in the wall. Hard in the inside wall.
A lot of damage.
It's only stage 1 though. If he can just stay on the lead lap. Now for Plum it's a bit scarier. If one of these 2 guys go a lap down, one of them will not get the free pass.
But look,
one of them would have to stay on.
Plum is less than a second ahead of him. Plum's going to have to really fight this, in my opinion. I don't think he can.
I think WSC might be fine as we're only coming with, I believe 3 or 2 laps to go here in the stage. But Plum does go a lap down. Definitely more damage than we can see visually here on the screen on the stream.
Wow, what happened to WSC there? You just get loose coming off turn 4?
He hit the wall hard out of turn 4 and nailed the inside wall.
Did not see that. That turn 4 wall, it's dangerous.
Yeah, it comes out and grabs you, doesn't it, Joker?
Yeah, I feel like 3 and 4 comes out and grabs you more than off of 1 and 2 onto the back straightaway.
Yeah, it's like that groove is just a little tighter. Either that second or first groove, both of them just seems a little tighter. But most makes no sense because it's a little more curved on the front stretch than it is the back stretch. But whatever, I don't argue with 704's logic.
This is the last lap of the stage right here.
Last lap of the stage. It looks like Mac the Breadman's going to actually take this stage, trying to prove a little something after getting eliminated by only 1 point in the Michigan cutoff. He's going to win stage 1. Marksman's Junior 7123 second, and Tommy third. So guys, thoughts on stage 1? You seeing anybody that has a lot more strength, or are you thinking that these adjustments on pit road are going to make and break these trucks?
Well, I mean, I feel like stage 1 is, even though it's not really a telltale story of who's going to be quick, I feel like it's still also good to know who will be up front towards the end of this race. But as you said earlier, you can't make those mistakes either. 2 drivers had mistakes in this first stage. They have to clear that up if they want to win this race or this championship.
Yeah, for sure. Swamp, what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think Marksman driving from the rear of the field up to second definitely shows his strength, but, you know, getting these first pit stops and putting your adjustment in, that's going to be huge, and see what some guys can do here.
Here we go, coming to the restart of stage 2. Very short stages here. We're doing a 50%er instead of a normal 100%er for the championship race. But right now, Mac the Breadman leading him off to the start. He is powering off into turn 1 with Tommy right behind him. They're going to clear. Marksman slides in for third. Tommy looking to the inside of the TJR driver of Mac. Little elite TJR battling going up here between non-playoff drivers, mind you. But behind them, playoff drivers in K. Keenitz and Marksman going hard for third place right now.
I hope Swamp didn't fall asleep on the broadcast. That would be funny.
I definitely hope he did not, but I don't think he did. I heard
No,
something.
I didn't.
Yeah, I heard something.
I heard
I
I heard a little.
I heard some heavy breathing, but I didn't hear any snoring.
No, Joker, it would not be the first time I fell asleep broadcasting a race.
Back to the inside looks Kevin. In real life, these are teammates. In NARL, these guys are rivals.
Ex-teammates.
Ex-teammates, for sure.
But a lot of respect between the two.
Yeah, you don't see much contact between them. They're very respectful of each other's lines. As it looks like K. Keenis does take that third position, trying to follow Tommy.
Back in the pack.
Oh, who? Yeah, Kronks with heavy damage on the front nose. Must have hit the wall or something back here. But that's going to eliminate his chances of a stage 2 victory. Looking back here for the lead. Mac the Breadman still commanding this lead. Been doing so ever since the very beginning of this race, but now he's got Tommy behind him. That's a hard guy to hold off. Looking at the line swamp, it looks like these guys are all running 3 distinct lines up front. It looks like, even though Kevin did get the wall a little bit on the exit of turn 2, they're all running just a tad different line, one running a little lower than the other. What do you make of that?
Yeah, they're all running. Essentially, it looks like they're all running the bottom, though, the low line, and I think that has to do with their adjustments. Adjustments that they put in the truck. Maybe they were set up more for the low line here.
Looking back here, it looks like Kevin's really able to hold that bottom. Trying to find him. There he is. He's able to really get down on that white line, which he has to have taken from his teammate in the Cup Series, you already heard, because those two guys love ripping the bottom, and they can find speed down there.
Yes,
you have to
they
believe
can.
that came from the elite camp.
Oh yeah, I remember talking to. You already heard about this track last season. He said, I believe he said that the key is the bottom lane at this track, but I don't necessarily remember the whole
Here we go.
conversation.
Kevin looking to the outside. Oh, very close right there. Did not look like any of them tried to cut each other off, but Tommy did slide up in front of Kevin. Kevin drops back in line. But you also have to wonder, these two guys being teammates, pushing each other, do you think they can find extra speed in the draft, pushing each other past Mac Breadman?
I think they could. I think it would be hard to do. Yeah, that's only 2-on-1, but then again, who knows with 704.
Oh man, looking back here, it looks like Markson might have hit the apron a little bit. Plum, after starting at the very back in stage 1, or the end of stage 1, he's finding his way back up to 4th right now. Looking underneath Marksman.
Yeah, it looks like that 34 truck's holding these guys up quite a bit. I know Marksman was racing pretty hard. Let's see what he does with Plum here.
Oh, he's going to dive it down to that white line. And he does get into him. Pushes him right up the track. Colt's going to have to get out of the gas. No, he hits the wall instead.
I just feel like you got to know the circumstances. For Marksman, you don't want to be that driver that makes the driver lose a championship, especially when it's the last race of the season.
A little contact right there between the 56 and the 45. 56 obviously not meaning to do so. He gets out of the gas, trying not to push Marksman up the track. A lot of respect between these drivers. But right now, look at GMR Reap. He's looking to the outside for 6th, 5th position. And he's going to take it. So yeah, these non-playoff drivers definitely making moves here.
Like the 23 has caught up to the draft, back with his backpack here. Just want to say, I was kind of surprised to see him and Plum up here. They had an issue getting off of turn 2 a couple laps ago. I thought they were going to lose the draft and weren't going to be able to catch up to these guys, but here they are.
Yeah, on board that WSC 1990 CMR roofing Chevrolet right now. He does seem to have speed, it's just he needs track position at this point.
Yep, and that's why I was saying earlier, yeah, you could say stage 3 is when it matters, but the first 2 stages matters just as much, possibly even more.
Oh man, WSC does send it right there.
Oh,
keeps it off of the 34
at the racetrack.
It's not going to go over well.
Oh, the 34 wrecks the 23. The 23 spinning right here in the front stretch. Oh my goodness, and another catastrophic stage for WSC 1990 here in stage 2. Is that a caution? That is a caution. That's the end of the stage. Okay, well, I guess they were wrecking to the stage finish then. Got it.
That second group seemed a little racy. It allowed those three trucks ahead of him to pull away.
Definitely. It does seem like young Cole, he's got a fast truck, but at the same time, these Championship 4 guys, they're not going to take kindly to that 34 truck just planting it in their lane. They're going to have to move him out of the way if it turns out to be that 3-car breakaway, 3-truck breakaway at the front.
Yeah, I just gave a heads up to Colt not to, in the RKR chat, not to play that driver that makes the driver lose the championship, because that will not sit over well.
Yeah, well, definitely. Well, here's stage 3. This is where we determine a Truck Series champion for Season 2. Mac the Breadman leading him off to the green flag, but right now it looks like, I believe that's the 40. I can't tell between the 40 and the 45.
It's the 45,
no, that's Marksman. That's. But now he's 3 wide. 3 wide. Tommy on the outside. Marksman getting shuffled in the inside. Keenit's looking to the very inside.
Plum, look at him making a move on the outside for third.
That is Plum on the outside. He takes advantage of all of that. Now Tommy looking to the outside of young Colt, pulling a little side draft on the front stretch. He is going to drive it deep here into turn 1. Mac driving it deep in 2. They make a little contact, but not enough to send anyone to the wall. Plum looking right behind Tommy. Tell me if you haven't seen that before. Definitely. Oh, Mac hits Tommy up the track a little bit. Here comes Keenitz. He's looking to the inside of Tommy. Now he's leading the championship.
We are going to have pit stops this race, too. We'll be coming at 32
I'm looking
go.
right now, and there are 3 truck drivers right now in the championship 4, all on the inside. Kevin leading it, Plum on the second in the inside line, and Marksman on the inside as well.
WSC in that second group, if you want to call that a second group, making his way up to this first group.
This guy's racing very, very hard. It's a championship on the line.
Marksman 3 wide. All of them up
They are 3 wide back there for third,
4
fourth.
wide behind that group.
Yeah, I don't know if 4 wide's going to work here. The battle for the lead is on. Tommy still looking to the inside of Mac. Makes a little contact.
The 3 wide, almost
Puts him
4.
up the track. Storm, the championship 4. It's Plumdee's Pipes in the 56. It's the 40 of K. Keenitz, 22. The 45 of Marksman Jr., 7123. And the 23 of WSC, 1990. Also a little shout out here in the comments section. Cade McMath, obviously a Marksman fan. We're glad he joined us here for the broadcast tonight. Thank you for joining us.
30 to go here at the line.
30 laps to go to decide a champion. Right now, Tommy leading the race. Plum in second. He's going to look to the inside. I'm wondering, Joker, Plum, he's said that he wants to beat Tommy fair and square. He wants to beat him. Is he willing to give up a championship to beat Tommy tonight?
No, you have to play bigger picture. And yeah, Tommy's there's a win right in front of you, but bigger picture, you're not racing him. You're racing 3 other drivers.
That's definitely a fair thought, but he's going to look to the outside of Tommy right here, going into turn 1. Almost scrapes the wall, but he's going to get a nice run. Gets a little contact from the 13, washes up the racetrack. Mac.
Just want to
Okay.
out before we get into this. Marksman in this second group can't get down to that inside lane. Losing spots, Colt just moves Marksman up the racetrack. Williams is backing out of it, trying to play fair to Marksman, but Marksman really needs to get aggressive here and get back into the preferred lane and make up these spots again.
Definitely does. He is possibly the worst out of the 4 right now, just in terms of track position. And he's going to give a little contact to Cole. He's going to move him up the racetrack. It's go time for Marksman right now, isn't it, Swamp?
Yeah, it is. You can't risk losing this group here in front of them. You got 6 cars. They're all the other guys that you're competing for the championship. So you definitely go time for him.
All right, as we look back up here in the top pack, that's kind of breaking away from those guys behind him. Tommy's still leading. Mac looking to the inside. Tommy washes up the racetrack just a little bit. Where does Plum go? He needs to stay in front of the guys behind him, because right behind him he has, I believe that's Kevin. Yeah, that is Kevin. And WSC not too far behind. All these elite guys under a blanket here from 3rd to 5th. Tommy looking back to the inside. Now Mac trying the crossover here in turn 1. Down into turn 2. Looking to the inside. Little contact right there. Mac again still in a bit of a precarious situation. Doesn't know where to go.
He's out there to win tonight. And I know he was looking forward to winning this one tonight. Oh,
Tommy hard in the wall.
Contact.
Tommy's going to lose touch with this first pack. But now 3 of the championship contenders right here in the top 5, top 6, battling hard.
I just want to give a quick shout out, GMR Reap up there with these guys, duking it out. One of the older veterans in the league here. He looks like he brought a fast piece tonight.
Definitely has. A little contact back here between Charblazer and Tay Pens. But yeah, GMR Reap, he's right here in 4th. Looking really quick. Definitely one of our veterans in the league, but nothing would mean more than a race win here. I believe this would be his first, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't know.
I believe you're right. I'm not quite sure he has a win.
Yeah, he's.
In the
I think he
NARL, yeah.
still is looking for one. I think there was close. Oh, WSC gives him a little bit of a shove, saying, "I'm a playoff driver. I got to get going here." And Reap's gonna get into his side. A little bit of hooking right there, but WSC is gonna clear him. And now WSC up to 4th.
Was that driver contact, or was that 704 bubble contact?
That was. I think it was contact, but I don't think WSC meant to move him as far as he did. I think that was a little bit of the bumper hooking action that you always see in this game.
Shout out 704.
Shout out 704. All right, back here, Mr. Williams battling with Penn a little bit. But we will keep it focused on the main picture, the championship for tonight. WSC running behind K Keenitz, but in front of them, they're all chasing Plum D's Pipes for the championship. I'm watching Kevin's stream, guys, and it looks like he is getting pretty loose out of turn 2. I'm wondering when these guys are going to consider pitting here.
Well, they just got within their fuel window. Full tank of gas is 23 laps, and it looks like they're just taking about 21 to go right there at the line.
21 laps to go, 20 at the line next time by, but right now the battle is for the championship. K Keenitz looking to the inside of Plum D's Pipes for second. Plum's gonna draw a beat on the outside. He's gonna have possibly the preferred line. Kevin's gonna strike the apron just a little bit. WSC's gonna put his nose into the battle. All of these guys' teammates, remember that.
20 to go this time.
20 laps to go to decide a champion. Right now it's Plum D's Pipes holding serve over K Keenitz and WSC. And they are getting so very close to that wall.
So as green flag pit stops loom here, anything you guys think these three here come in together? One tries to outpit, or short pit the other one. What do you think Marksman does here?
Well, I mean, I feel like it's whoever blinks first, really. I feel like Marksman is the one who has the most to gain if he pits early, because he's not in this front group. So unless there's a spotter in one of the elite camps to tell him, I feel like he can gain the most, even if he pits one lap ahead just to get back up in that front group.
Yeah, you definitely have to believe the guy in the very last spot in the Champ 4 is going to have to play some strategy here just for some track position. Maybe you can block the guys behind you, but right now the problem is you aren't up here in the top 4, top 5. You've got to get up there. You've got to have a shot at it. And right now, other than strategy or a caution, I don't think Marksman will have a shot at it.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think he's going to have to come in and pit before these guys.
It looks like Plum and Kevin might be coming to pit road this time. Maybe WSC as well. We're looking. But yep, here comes Plum. Here comes Kevin. A little contact right there for WSC. Mac coming down at the last second. Very close here on pit road. Looks like everyone got down to pit road speed. And oh my gosh, that's a scary thought right there. Is speed on pit road.
Wow. I'm surprised all these guys all came to pit road at the same time. Championship 4.
Just about everybody down here.
That's
keep your eye on WSC for me, Joker. Swamp, keep your eye on Marksman.
Yep, that's who I'm on.
Yep, I'm on Kevin. Right now, looking down pit road. Need a fast pit stop.
Yeah, I would think everybody's taking 4 here, seeing as how soon they pitted.
Kevin Toohill, the 45 truck, the 45 Plan B sales truck right there you see on your left side, that is Marksman Jr. 7123.
I mean, Is he still in pit lane? Yeah, he still is. He got a penalty.
So Tommy with the penalty, that's huge. That might mean, other than Mac DeBreban, who seems to have a very solid piece tonight, the battle for the championship might be the battle for the win.
Yeah, and it looks like Marksman came out just behind these guys' draft, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, he's going to need a fast couple of laps here just to get himself in the draft. Maybe hope these guys battle each other. But right now it's Plum D's Pipes in the championship lead with Kevin in second and WSC in third. But right now the race results as they stand, it's Mac DeBrevan and TJR in first and then everyone else behind.
Yeah, I just want to throw this out there too. I know something that's a win here for TJR. That I know they're still going at them in elite, pretty much in a Loctite battle for team points.
Oh, it looks like Kevin's really trying to roll that outside on his teammate. Wasn't able to happen right there. But Joker, if you're Kevin, you've got to run the other lane that Plum is running right now.
Yeah, I feel like if you can build that momentum into 3 and 4, run the top of 3 and 4, you can get a good run with the draft. But with Plum being in second and still having max draft, it's not as easy as it sounds, but he has a run here.
He does have a run. He gives a push to his teammate. Not going to make a move quite yet. He's going to look to the inside here in turn 1. Roll that white line. He is going to get to the inside of Plum. They are side by side here on the backstretch with, I have no idea how many laps to go.
They're going to be coming to 13 to go.
13 laps to go. Thank you, Swamp. Looks like Kevin might have bounced off the apron a little bit there. Here comes WSC to push his nose into the battle.
How rough do you get with a teammate here?
For a championship, anything.
Anything.
I know where you guys stand.
Yeah, and it looks like Kevin's still... I mean, these guys are so close up here for second and third. First and second in the championship. It is impressive to watch these guys roll the different lines they're running. Kevin right there gets to the quarter panel, doesn't make contact, stays off of the 56. 56 still leading the championship battle. 12 laps to go, 11 at the line.
Keenan can really hold that inside line well. He's under him here.
Yep. Keenan's still looking down the inside. He's going to need a big move here in turns 3 and 4. It doesn't look like he's going to get it this time. Go ahead, Swamp.
No, it just looks like he's struggling keeping that momentum coming off.
Looks like the 56 might have actually screwed up a little bit there. Kevin not going to cut too much slack right there. Now he will. He'll give him a little bit of space here going into turn 1. Storm Rooster says that WSC is very fast off of turn 4. He's also fast off of turn 2. He's looking to the inside of his teammate right here for third position.
Yeah, Keenan's caught the apron in turn 2.
Oh, maybe a little contact. It's hard to tell. But now WSC is looking to the inside in turn 4. Kevin will pull that outside, and he will maintain that position. These guys got to be careful, though. You don't want to let Plum out too far.
Yeah, this race has flown by. Only about 10 laps to go. Now it's crunch time. I feel like teammates throw that out the window. You race for a championship now.
Yeah, coming to 9 to go here.
It's fun watching all these different lines. You see him Plum, he's running that middle line. You're watching Kevin, he's running that very white line. He's right there on the apron boy. And then you have WSC running the middle to inside middle line. All of these guys running different lines. It's the beauty of Las Vegas.
Keenan is all over that 56 truck.
He is all over the back bumper. But it doesn't look like, it looks like Plum is trying to take that line away a little bit, doesn't it, Joker? It looks like he's trying to run that inside that Kevin's been running the last couple laps.
Yeah. The cars, the trucks, excuse me, they still feel that dirty air presence riding behind someone.
Kevin hit the apron. WSC's too far back to capitalize. Kevin actually gets the wall a little bit out of turn 2.
No big. He's still in the draft. He can still pull up right to him. He just has to make some clean laps now.
Right now all led by Mac Breman, but he is not for the championship. The championship is right here. We're looking on board at the first and second trucks in the championship. Plum D's Pipes in the 56. The 40 of K. Keenis right now second in championship standings. Plum hits the apron. Plum hits the apron. Kevin looks to the inside. He has a huge run here. Can he make it stick, or will Plum be able to run that outside? Plum drives it in deep. There's still quarter panel on the 56. Plum is still there.
Gotta get the side draft on my quarter panel.
And right now, 6 laps to go. Kevin driving it in deep. Looks like Plum is able to roll that outside. Can he clear him? He does. Yes, he does. Plum clears him. 5 laps to go at the line.
These guys are starting to struggle loose off of 2.
Right now, it looks like second and third place in the race. First and second in the championship race. Battling hard here. Kevin trying to find his way around his teammate for a championship. He's had the chance to do it before in Season 1. Can he do it here in Season 2?
Fully clear.
It looks like Plum might have gotten loose. Plum's still on the outside.
Oh, they both drove it in deep into turn 3.
Plum still has a nose. Kevin can't clear him. They are still side by side here on the front stretch. 4 laps to go. Plum pulling here on the outside, still side by side. WSC loving what he's seeing. He needs to find a way to get around both of these guys. A little contact. Plum taking back the championship lead. Kevin driving it in deep. He's got a nose. What a move. A little contact into the outside wall. Plum hard in the outside wall. WSC trying to capitalize on this.
3 to go.
3 laps to go for a championship. WSC running the outside on Plum. Kevin now in championship. I mean, this is for the championship. These 3 guys right here. This is for the championship.
Will any of them be able to get up to that 40? Because those 2 are side by side.
They have to work together.
Looking back from the 40. Kevin just trying to find a way to pull away. 2 laps to go. Next time by, it will be official.
Would you move a teammate to win a championship? We are about to see how Plum and WSC would race their teammate here for a championship.
We definitely are. Mac the Breadman out all alone. It looks like he's going to win the race, but the battle right now is for the championship here from second, third, fourth. It is Kevin. It is Plum. It is WSC. Who's going to win a championship? White flag in the air presented by Credit One Bank.
Gotta drive it in deep.
Kevin driving it in deep. He's going to have to do it again here in turns 3 and 4. He's pulling by about 3 car lengths on Plum D's Pipes. Can he win his first championship here in the North American E-Racing League? Turn 3, no problem so far. Kevin's going to come out of turn 4. He's going to look to the start-finish line. K. Keenitz 22 is going to win the North American E-Racing League Season 2 Ganders RV and Outdoor Truck Series Championship.
What a race for the championship.
Oh my goodness, you couldn't ask for much more, could you?
No. That race had a little bit of everything in it.
Wow. K. Keenitz 22, after 3 seasons in this league, will win the championship. Second place was Plum D's Pipes. Mac the Breadman won the race. Sorry to completely forget about that, but Mac the Breadman did win the race. But the little congratulations there from Kronk's Fight Milk. K. Keenitz does win the championship in a very close battle between elite teammates. guess we can look at Mac the Breadman. I feel horrible about that. But congratulations to Mac the Breadman on winning the race. But the championship winner, Kay Keenis, does overshadow it just a little bit.
So we want to get Keenitz in here and then Mac.
Yes, for sure.
How you want to do it?
I'm going to tell him to join here in just a second. But guys, what a race. It seemed like everybody was so close to one another. I got no words. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was. You couldn't have asked for a race more exciting race than that.
Fastest lap was Plum D's Pipes, a little bit of a consolation prize right now. But yeah, I mean, it's just Championship 4 battles. You love to see them. We are waiting on them. Well, I guess while we wait, we do have our race winner in the party right now, Mac the Breadman. Mac, I know it's a little bit bittersweet knowing that if you could have just had 1 point at Michigan, you would have been champion tonight. But Mac, impressive showing tonight. How do you feel?
I actually feel pretty great. I feel like I did my job now. Left the season with 1 win on the table. I'll take it. Fought every lap.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, it was fun watching you. I mean, our focus was all on the Championship 4, but it was great seeing you out there. Swamp, you got any questions for our race winner tonight?
Yeah, hey man, you brought a rocket ship tonight. Just want to say congrats on the dub.
Thank you.
Does this give you any kind of momentum going into next season?
Oh yeah, for sure. I know what I got to do now, and got to thank everybody at TJR for that. But I don't know. I just started being calm and letting the race come to me instead of trying to get up to the front, and actually waited it out. Didn't push myself and put myself in spots where I didn't want to be, and it all came together finally at the last race of the season.
All right, man. Congrats. Looking forward to watching you next season.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Also in the booth, I've got always Joker. Joker, do you have any questions for our race winner?
I don't really have any. I just want to say congratulations. It's just a what if you got that extra 2 points on WFC. But good run, and just what a way to end the season and momentum for next season.
Yes, sir. I actually, after the second stage, I said, man, I wish I was in the Final Four. So I gave the Final Four a run for their money. I don't know what I did, but that truck, feels good. Finally back in victory lane where the 13 truck belongs.
Yeah, man. Well, before we let you leave and end your season, you get to shout out anybody you like. Is there anybody you would like to shout out tonight?
Mr. Williams, Draven, Avenged, everybody in TJR. Like to shout out Ray's Energy for the sponsorship and Upstate Body Shop and Towing. NARL, Gator, Big Jim, Swamp, everybody in the booth that commentates every week. Same with you all as Joker, and hope to see everybody next season.
And well, we appreciate it. And again, congratulations on the win. Celebrate accordingly.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and also in the booth, we've got our Season 2 NARL Truck Series champion, Kay Keenitz 22. Kevin, we had a feeling, we were talking to you in the pre-race. We're excited to see you back. Kevin, how did it feel, man?
Hold on. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I told you guys I'd be back, right?
You did.
Well, I'm just glad Mac didn't make it. God bless America. That he was faster than all hell tonight. But man, that was fun. I don't know how else to describe that. But goodness.
Yeah, man. Well, also in the booth, I've also got Swamp Fox. He's you heard him in the pre-race. But Swamp, do you have any questions for Kevin?
Kevin, I'm pumped that you won tonight, the championship tonight. I've actually got 2 questions for you here.
Go
Maybe
ahead.
3. Maybe 3.
Ask away. Ask away.
1, is that the best beer you've ever tasted?
Hold on. Yeah, it's definitely up there. Definitely up there. That's
All right, up
pretty
at
good.
the top. 2, I was asking these guys during the race, how do you race, as the lights were winding down, how do you race a teammate for a championship coming down the end? And I think we kind of saw that there. Can you maybe walk us through what was going in your mind there, racing 2 of your other teammates for the championship?
I mean, we all had pretty similar stuff. We didn't share any setups for this race or anything. It was, we're going to practice together, you figure your own stuff out. That was the number one thing. We saw decent last season, and he was like, nope, you guys don't get anything that I had last season. This is, you guys figure it out, you guys go out and race, and whoever wins, wins. And so that was a big thing, and that helped me at least keep up with these guys, because I haven't played this game too much, but it was the goal of racing clean, racing hard without compromising each other, because we were side by side, and that allowed Mac to get away a little bit, even though he was almost untouchable the whole night. But that was I got tight coming out of 4 at the end, and that was that little bump that you guys may have seen on Plum there at the end, and that might have got him moved out of the way. I didn't mean to do it. It just got tight, and we were just so close together that it happened, and he happened to get that outside wall. But I felt so bad after that happened. It was like, oh, F. I didn't want to do that. I didn't mean to do that, but it was such a fun race between the 3 of us elite guys up there, and Mac was in a different zip code for a little bit, but it was fun racing the teammates at the end there, because, generally we'll all be happy with one another.
Yeah, I understand, man. You guys put on one hell of a show there at the end for us, and I appreciate the clean but hard racing there also. So I guess my last question here: are you really going to go out on top, or are you going to come back for a season 4?
I'm done. I'm out. No more heat racing for this guy.
Damn, man. Well, hey, congrats. Look forward to seeing you on iRacing. I'm sure you'll hang around in the Discord. But congrats on the dub tonight. Party it up and enjoy it.
I will.
Yeah, well, Kevin going out on top, winning the championship, the overall goal in the Truck Series. I've also got Joker in the booth with me. Joker, do you have any questions for Kevin?
I don't really, Swamp, and Jim just answered, or brought up the questions for me. Just good run tonight. I feel like all of the Championship 4 had some sort of adversity, and you were the one that rose up to the levels of, or the expectations of winning a championship, and did it tonight.
Thank you, sir. It was a fun race. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, well, before I let you leave and before I let you do any shout-outs, I believe I've also got a certain co-owner here in the booth that would like to send his congratulations to you. Gator, are you there?
I am indeed. What's up, everybody? It's Gator Mike Keenitz, co-owner of the North American E-Racing League here. I want to congratulate you on winning the NARL Season 3 Truck Series Championship, joining Jaw 2131 as the only Truck Series champions in NARL history.
That bastard.
You had quite the season. Came up short last year in the Final Four, but rebounded this season, picked up 2 wins en route to your championship here tonight. So I want to congratulate you. You're going to have a trophy coming your way, brought to you by Princess.
Yes.
So you'll be able to put that on your mantle, as well as a little monetary package to reimburse you for some of your iRacing tracks and cars. So,
the question is, can I drink beer out of said trophy?
I am sure you will be able to drink beer out of said trophy.
That's all that matters.
If not, I'm sure you can find a way.
I'll make it work.
Yeah, once again, congratulations on being a worthy Season 3 NARL Truck Series champion. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, well, Kevin, you get one more shot to do it here in the North American E-Racing League. Who would you like to shout out here after your championship?
First and foremost, the whole NARL. It's been a fun time. I mean, I've been here since the beginning of the league. It's been great. I hope to see it continue on. Also, I'm sure it will. I mean, everybody that puts in the time to commentate, like you guys and stuff, is what makes this great. All the commissioners, all the owners, stuff like that. Everybody that puts in the time. That's why this league is as great as it is. Shout out to Elite as well. We all practice together. I'm sure after this I'll go help Kev practice for his Las Vegas race tomorrow, and Joe and Lewis as well. But we're all on board to practice with one another and help each other out. Like, oh, try this on your setup, like a little bit, like this, you're comfortable with this, do this, whatever. But it's been a great season with them, and shout out just everybody in the you guys for commentating. Hold on, can't forget you guys because I know the experience on Thursdays myself, but shout out everybody in the NRL, from drivers to literally everybody in there. Makes for a great time in the Discord most of the time. But also shout out me, and shout out Bud Light. That's what we're gonna be rolling with tonight.
Ooh.
Well, Kevin, I mean, congratulations on the win, but more importantly, thank you for all you've done for the North American E-Racing League. I think I can speak on behalf of everybody that the North American E-Racing League would not be anything without your help. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Jim. It's like I said before the race, a bittersweet moment, but I'm happy with the outcome for sure.
All right, well, you heard it here. The championship winner here in Season 2 of the Truck Series, Season 3 of the North American E-Racing League, Kevin Keenitz. Congratulations and celebrate accordingly.
Aw, yeah!
All right, well, that should do it here from Las Vegas. But before we sign off, I would like to say thank you to everyone for watching tonight's race. And I'd also like to talk to Swamp and Joker. Swamp, what are your takeaways from tonight's race?
Elite trucks were, pretty elite this season. And it was. I just want to reiterate again. I thought it was pretty nice watching those three guys, battle for a championship, racing each other hard, but also clean. I think that was a big thing, and yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Joker, what do you think?
On what, the season or the race?
We'll just go with the race.
All four drivers came to play, even though Mac won the race, and that's not really as highlighted, but he still came to play as well, showing that I should have been in the championship 4 and I would have won if I was.
Yeah, well, for sure. And I guess we'll also have to bring in Gator here. Gator, you are a co-owner of the North American E-Racing League. How proud are you of the Truck Series this season?
The trucks, they had a very, very good season. Started out in Daytona with Plum winning Daytona in his NARL debut, and it ended tonight with Mac picking up his first win of the season at Las Vegas, with Keenis clinching the championship in the process. In between, we had moments like Eldora, one of the best finishes of the season between Plum and Cup Series regular Captain Killam. We saw some wild racing at the end of Canadian Tire, and it was a heck of a season. And overall, the Truck Series, they came to play this season. They stepped up their game, and they were the easiest series to deal with all season long. So kudos to the Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series here in the North American E-Racing League on an excellent season.
Yeah, I think I can echo that. It's been a great season for the Truck Series. A lot of clean, hard racing, and it was capped off tonight at Las Vegas. Well, that is going to do it for us here in the Truck Series, but it isn't going to do it for us in the North American E-Racing League. Tomorrow night, we've got the Xfinity guys. They will have their championship race at Las Vegas. And on Thursday night, 8:45, the Cup Series will have their championship race. So there's a lot to go on here in the North American E-Racing League. Do not miss out. We'll be here for the next 2 days. For Big Jim, Joker, Swamp, and Gator, we're signing out here from Las Vegas.